30 plus volts, 60 plus miles an hour, and the ultimate logo, RC drivers, we're gonna check out something really cool today. How's it going, everyone? Greg here, and we're gonna take a look at the 2025 version of the Traxxas XRT Ultimate. They've made a few little tweaks to this one. It's got all of the Ultimate parts on it, and this is just a really exciting brushless off-road 4x4 that's gigantic. Look at the size of this box. Let's get this thing out of here. I'm really excited to see it. Here it is out of the box. This thing looks insane, and you probably caught a peek of all the aluminum parts on it. They have over $1,000 in option parts on this truck. Saves you a little bit if you were gonna build up your own Ultimate by like $500. But look at this thing, really exciting. They've changed up the body graphics a little bit. It's still offered in this blue and green, and you can see it's got their like exoskeleton up top here, vents in the front and on the roof for cooling, the massive wing in the back. And then I did have to do a little bit of assembly. I threw on these Gravix tires. They are the belted tires. Just takes you a few minutes. Just so you know, they are directional, so make sure you put them on right if you're picking up one of these trucks. And I like the little details all the way down to just having some thread lock on the wheel hubs to make sure everything's secure. And the body has the 4 pull tab clips to secure it down to the mounts on the shock tower. Look at all the bracing underneath, and check out this truck, guys. It looks sick. And the standard XRT does look pretty sick too. It's got red anodized shocks on this one and red wheel hexes, but there's so much more going on with the Ultimate. Let me break it down for you. So starting off with the front, you're instantly going to see the green aluminum shock bodies, which would come on the standard version, but the shock has been upgraded with the aluminum spring collars. You get the aluminum upper cap, and then you get the tinitride coated shock shaft, so it's a stronger, more durable, more plush shock. Inboard, you could see these little caps on the hinge pins. Those are aluminum. Those are an upgrade. And then outboard here, you get the aluminum caster blocks and steering knuckles. These are machined from 6061 aluminum, so they're not 7075, but they are stronger than the composite. And then you have the pin caps on the outside as well here. And then the rear, you get the same mods to the shock, and then outboard, you get the aluminum hubs. The steering gets a bunch of aluminum goodies too, so you got the aluminum bell crank set up, the aluminum servo horn on the max size servo. That's got 650 inches of torque, so better than the standard version. And you get the tubes adjustable turnbuckles. Moving back, there's that Millennium VXL 8S system, the 1275 kV motor, and it's now mounted to the aluminum motor mount. Green anodized, of course. And then right behind it is the green aluminum gear cover cap. And then in the front and rear of the truck, you get the diff caps that are machined aluminum. So again, if you were to go buy these things separately, the price is adding up here. You also get the green aluminum wheelie bar wheels. Now we need to talk about the changes that they made for the 2025 version. So that starts over here at the axles, pretty much the same axle, but it now has the Traxxas logo etched into it. And then inboard is a major change that I'm really glad to see. They went and upgraded the out drives. These are the same out drives that are on the Sand car, so these are much more durable. You can see they're a lot thicker than the previous version. Then the only other thing that I think is new on this is it seems like it has the aggressive tune to the speed controller. I don't know if they did that previously or it's just a carryover from the verbiage that they used with the Ultimate from last year. And then over here in the transmitter department, it's got the TQI radio system, and they give you the link module. So if you want to go make adjustments to the radio system, much easier to do through the app. But guys, look at this truck. This is pretty awesome. What's cool about this truck is it's built to be a racing style truck. It's got a low center of gravity to it, so it's got to handle a lot better. Just the way the shock setup is. It's gonna give you that really aggressive handling. The treads of the tires, again, set up for a racing-like feel. So if you're ready to go out, rip some laps around the field or even the dirt lot with your buddies, I think the Ultimate is gonna handle and just perform really well. Be a durable truck. But if you're one of those extreme guys that has to send it, maybe you want to go and build up a standard XRT with all the parts that you feel is going to work well. But for those of you that just want to pull something out of the box that has a lot of great upgrades, this is definitely one to check out. Let's go see how it works. Let's go hit the dirt, guys. We're starting off with the speed test, RC drivers. I'm at Speed Run Road. I've got my GNSS in there, and we're going to get this thing fired up. Freshly charged packs. of course, 8S. It's the Traxxas 6700 packs. And here we go. So one thing about the top speed, it is not the 60 miles an hour that's advertised on the box. You're gonna need some optional gearing to do that. I don't have that installed, I just have the stock gearing. You're gonna need a 2346 setup. But here we go. We're gonna see how fast it goes out of the box. Thinking about in the 40s with that run. Swing it back around. A little sideways there. And what did we get? What do we get? Read 42 miles an hour. So I want to talk about the speed. I hit 42 miles an hour, and right after that I called Traxxas to find out why it didn't go the 60 that I saw on the box. And it turns out I got an early version of the box, and boxes that are hitting shelves right now have a label underneath that to let you know to hit 60 miles an hour, you're going to need their optional gearing, which is something that Traxxas does. Now, what can you expect out of this truck? They were telling me it should go about 44 miles an hour. And I did do a backup run where it went 43 miles an hour, so I'm pretty close, but stock out of the box, that's what you'd expect. All right, so we got 40 miles an hour out of the truck. Now it's time for a little dirt lot action. Yeah, oh, I just sprayed myself with dirt. And right to the big mound, guys. Yeah, there we go. Lots of dirt fly action out of this beast. Oh man, it's been a while since I've driven one. This thing just looks so cool. The suspension action out of this, oh, looks so good. Got to change up the angle here, get some airtime. There we go. Nice, smooth sailing out of this beast. We'll hit it again. Love it. Nice and smooth on the throttle. I'm not sure if I feel that aggressive punch, that aggressive tune that they're talking about. It seems to be pretty nimble to me. But, you know, for a 40 mile an hour truck, it's about what I expected. But I just love the handling on this truck. It's so smooth. And I think we're filling up the tires of sand already. Over the berm here. It just floats, guys. The suspension just soaks everything up, making it so easy to drive for such a big beast. Yeah. And then it's got TSM. How could I forget to mention TSM? That always helps with the stability. Just keeping things in check for you guys. Look at that thing blast through the dirt. So cool. Just got to blast through the rough stuff here for you guys, just so you can see that suspension work. Look how stable that truck is. I mean, if you're watching the channel, you've seen other stuff go through this area before, getting kicked up. Not this truck. Oh man, love it. Got that X-Max feel, killer handling, just ultimate stability. In a big truck. I mean, my heart is racing here. Look at that. Oh my God. So yeah, Traxxas really loaded this truck up with parts. That was pretty sick. I mean, it's a killer looking truck. And would I need anything else on this? I don't know. We got the cooling fans on the motor. The steering seems to be pretty good. I see it giving out just a little bit here and there. Maybe I'd want a little bit better of a servo. But I mean, for this bashing on, it's really not that necessary. Whoa, save that one. I don't know what I would change, you know, I mean, just, it's got everything for fun. But yeah, as I mentioned, you know, there's some guys out there that are gonna take this to a different level, obviously. And you just have to decide whether you wanna do that or not. For me, I'm just gonna keep this one as is. Did a little weed trimming there, look at that. It is a costly machine though, $1,500, $149.99 for the Ultimate, and then you're still gonna need the battery packs and charger if you don't have it. And it does need the ID plugs, so just be aware of that. So that's another 500 bucks. So it's not cheap, guys, but Traxxas has been trying to keep their prices down. I'll give them credit for that. Oh, I just hit that rock. Look at that. It's just a scuff. This is a tough truck. That is a really tough truck. So yeah, not a cheap investment, but you know what? There's guys that gotta have it. For those that want to play with a big truck, this is just a killer beast. So now I've got the two Ultimates. Which one do I like better? I don't know, guys. I think I'm just gonna lean towards this XRT. I love my X-Max, don't get me wrong, but I love the way this thing handles. If I was going big jumps all the time, I'd go X-Max. For this just fun bashing around, it's all about the XRT. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And if you need to grab one of these XRTs, hit up your local hobby shop, or I'll have links in the video description. Okay, I gotta send it. Blind. Oh man, what a killer truck.